my peoples and stuff around me, they were like, oh, not a lot of like, they were looking at the Caucasians, which is the meanest thing in the world. Cause I feel
Right.
like there's some Caucasians know more dancehall songs than I
you,
do.
right? Yeah.
Right. And they were looking at Caucasians and shit like that. Like, they're not singing the songs. They're not real vibes fans and stuff, whatever. So I said, let me tell you something. I got a free ticket to come out here tonight.
Right.
And I came here for Clarks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing no damn Clarks.
You're right.
But the Jamaican in me told me I had to put on some white pants.
Right.
And go through. And when Clark started,
yeah,
the Scotia Bank Arena vibrated. I hear boom, 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 boom. Where you get the new Clarks, you daddy? The place erupted. And I told the people who were with me, I was like, I told you they came for Clarks, just like me.
Yeah.
The Podical Sons.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. This show is hilariously inappropriate but intellectual beyond belief. So let's start the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you. Follow us on the socials. You can find us at Podical Sons.
We appreciate
Pod
you.
Sons. We appreciate you and the comments and the things that we post and gratitude. One dude just gave a story. So I can't even read it in time before the recording, but thank you.
Oh, which what platform?
On the gram.
On the gram?
On the gram about like one of the posts. I think the posts that we'll get to it. Hold on. We're gonna get to you, folks.
Okay.
On the socials, Podical Sons Podcast. On all streaming platforms possible. Just search Podical Sons Podcast. You will see these lovely faces. YouTube, what up? You can see us there as well. Yeah, so it was on Instagram. It was more about the Canadian changes, about what you sent and stuff, whatever, to the Pod Sons stuff, whatever.
Okay.
I just thought that, and the people of the Canadian folk or the Canadian subscribers and followers, it was like a word to the wise for them, just to look out for it. So when you sent it, I looked at it. I was like, oh, do it in the story. And
I didn't even know you threw it. I seen it and I said, okay, I'm going to throw it in there because it was something that was like worth sharing.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? But I was like, okay, I'll get to it. But I'm glad that you got to it and threw it up.
We're a team.
Yeah,
we're a team.
I'm glad you got to it and threw it up.
That's what we do. A team is kind of like, yo, if you threw the ball down the court and stuff and I'm there running, I might as well finish it off and score.
Right.
So yeah, it was a lot that the person was saying, but like, shout out to, I guess, Nikki Patel. There was one that was saying it.
Shout out to... That's an old classmate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Nick.
Okay,
shout out to Nick.
Smoothing his following and stuff like that. We see you. We appreciate you.
We see you, man.
For coming over on this side and stuff, whatever. Yeah, man, but everything's everything. How about you, Joy, this week, man?
Working on a few more songs.
Okay.
Spreading out a little bit, getting a little bit more into my creative side and less of the business stuff. Doing a little bit more editing, so I've been working on some more clips. Yeah. It's been a fun time, a fun week and a half. I think just extending it a little bit past the week because I think that all that sort of stuff I was kind of getting back into the groove of within just like even the last few clips. Just searching for funny stuff to just post and just. Yeah. Sometimes it's just you forget how fun it is. Just be creative and not really focus on just the work at hand, but just being creative.
What do you mean by that? Speak on that.
Well, a lot of times when when you do editing,
okay,
it's usually all the time is within purpose in mind, right? And it's never a situation where I'm just doing it for the sake of just doing it. And I mean, every now and then I'll do a video for the sake of just doing a video, but
right.
But just even with just work stuff, I always focus on it's getting the clip done. I gotta post it at this time, that time, and that's it. It's all a thought process, and the creative part always seems to come secondary. But when I'm like thinking of stuff that I'm posting or I can post throughout the week. So just like I said, like I did 2 posts this week, right? And one was just a straight up, again, I got to get the commercial out. Let me post that, right? middle of the week, I wasn't really doing nothing else. But because, like I said, getting back into it, feeling the groove and stuff like that, it's like, oh snap! That conversation we had, when we had it, I was thinking at the same time, that would make a funny clip.
Mm.
So I said, you know what? I'm not doing nothing right now. Let me see if I can dig it up real quick.
I was always curious because
and make a funny clip out of it. Yeah.
I was always curious because I feel like, let's say, and I don't know, and I won't speak for all editors of like podcasts and everything and stuff for that, but let's say when you're giving it a run to say you're looking for a commercial or like, let's say, a clip and everything like that, do you look at it and stuff and say, you know what, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, or I'm just going to like, I'm only looking for one? But, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
are you always looking for just one clip, or are you just saying this up because, let's say, for example, like even a controversial type of podcast or something like that, whatever, right? Where like they defame like people or put down people or something like that, whatever.
Right.
Like I'm pretty sure there's like at least minimum 5-10 moments of those things going on to say, clip, 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 clip. But do you go in there and might say clip, 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 or you just say like, I'm looking for the one golden egg?
I think now when I'm doing it, because I really only focus on like one clip a week, it's looking for the one golden egg, right? So, but if it's a situation like, again, where I'm like, you know what, I've got time and I probably want to even get ahead of myself and do like multiple clips,
right?
Then it'll be like just basically just sitting back and just saying, remembering conversations that we've had.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like even that would be kind of tedious and stuff for it, because it's kind of like, let's say everything is fresh in your memory. Let's say the Sunday,
right?
You make the clip the Monday,
right?
Right. The Thursday now, would you still remember or lament from like set conversations that took place on the Sunday?
You know what it is, and I think and this is the plus side with AI and sort of, right? Because I just got to remember even just like a portion of the conversation, right? Because even like the last clip that I posted was with the shaking the shaking the balls and freeing the balls from your leg.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, I remember the conversation. I remember laughing about it. I remember saying to myself, I would post that clip, but I was like, shit, how am I going to find that clip, right?
Right.
But then I remember you saying adjusted. So I'm saying, well, how many times do we say adjusted throughout the podcast? So
right,
again,
that's not a common word.
It's not a common word, right?
Gotcha.
So again, now I just jump into AI because it transcribes everything, and I say I look for adjusted, and as soon as I looked for adjusted, that section of that clip popped up. So now it's way easier now. I just gotta I don't have to remember every single thing, just bits and pieces, and that will kind of put me in the direction.
You know, because let's say that there's pros and cons to that. Because I look at it stuff as where, let's say, an anti-Trump campaign, they don't watch podcasts, but all they do is just type in Trump.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's happening
and
right
then,
now. This very moment, they're doing that same thing.
And looking like, yo, the technology just kind of just like, it was watchdogging.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, when you post to YouTube, before they make it public or anything, it scans through everything. Like it literally, it tells you, right at the end, before you're gonna publish or anything, it says, you may have a violation or you may have not, because it still hasn't gone through the entire video to see what's there, right? Do you want to publish anyway? So I usually say I publish anyway because I know there's nothing there that would stop it from not being published. So I say I publish anyway.
Right.
But again, it'll still take that time. Right after it does the 100%, it'll still take that time to filter through everything to see what's in there as far as the message is concerned. So, because at one time, what people would do is they would mask messages. So what they would do is like, oh, I'm a cooking show, right? At the beginning, like the first 10 minutes, talk about cooking, and then at the 10-minute mark, switch and talk about something totally different,
like
something
political,
political,
sacrificing goals,
right. Because at the beginning, the algorithms would only scan like the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes. So, oh, it's just a cooking show, right? Meanwhile, something nefarious is going on in the background. So now it just, before it even publishes it, it scans the entire video from front to back,
Scene by scene.
scene by scene.
Because when you're saying that now, right? I thought about it, and I remember there's a situation where, let's say, a page I used to follow on Instagram,
Right.
they had, or let's say, I guess I'm assuming the new owner of the page threw an attractive woman on there, right?
Okay.
So you see the attractive woman and stuff for there, so I'm looking like, and let's say it was like, what I'm usually known for this place to do is like health stuff.
Okay.
Right. So they might like, oh, you could juice like this, you could detox like this.
Right.
So I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing this like, this half-naked chick. I'm looking like
It's not
it's not
it's
clicking in.
right,
So I'm
yeah.
like, yo, wagwan. Right. So then now when I'm watching the video now, right? I'm watching the video and she does like a little slight turn, and like frame by frame, she goes from like fully clothed to another part where, let's say, she's in a hallway.
Yeah.
And she's naked.
Okay.
And she does a spin, and then like a brief second flips right back to the regular segment, which it was doing and stuff, whatever, right? So I'm looking like, what the heliante?
Right.
So I'm like, when you're saying this now, whatever, I was like, yo, I wonder if these bots or anything like that, or the machines can pick up some of the fuckery like that, because it looks like a regular post. Nudity is not allowed.
Yeah.
But yet and still, she was fully nude in that second frame by frame thing, whatever, right? So I'm looking like, your AI eventually will catch up. And then I saw some shit on the like with the nefarious stuff you were talking about. I saw a YouTube video, like a legit, it said, let's say, maybe it was a cooking show. Let's say it was like Cooking with Mama or some shit like that, whatever. And like you click it, and then you see the little, pots and pans or some shit like that, whatever. Then it's like,
right.
a timer goes off. They're like, walk with me. They walk off the set.
Yeah.
And when they go walk off the set now, it's like they go through a black curtain, and now it looks like some Dungeons and Dragons type of place. And this is where they're talking about how the COVID shot will fuck you up and everything. So I was looking like, how do we get here?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. But I didn't, like I said, that was a once in a lifetime YouTube thing. So when you're saying this now, I'm like, is this something of the now? Because I'm about to say, of the times before, this was like 2021, 2022 time.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, YouTube, what was going on?
Yeah. So now they changed it. This is of the now. So before it gets published, that's why it takes so long to publish. So right when it reaches to that 100% mark of it being uploaded, it's now filtering.
Gotcha.
It's now filtering and going through everything. Now it's quicker because now AI is got so advanced that it does these things quickly. But it being more advanced, now it can actually do frame by frame, word by word. Whereas, a human sitting down a frame or two is gonna bypass him, right? His eyes is not moving that quickly.
That's fair.
Even sometimes when you're responding to it, but even I don't know about you, because maybe you, because you get controversial sometimes. But even sometimes when I'm responding to a post on Instagram, if before I even send it, or right after I hit send, if there's something in there that looks fishy, it says, you sure you want to send that? There's been a few.
Interesting.
There's been a few similar to this post that have been that either have gotten warnings or have got, so it tells you before you even post. So you have time to now think about this and say, okay, maybe let me reword it or something like that.
You know what? Keep it a buck up. Since like swapping out messages on social media, I have not.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like, I wonder what words do I need to type in to say, I wonder if it's probably I have to type in like COVID or something like that for something like that to be triggered.
Yeah.
But I promise you, I haven't seen anything like that as of yet.
Yeah.
And my account is like a business account too, right?
Yeah. And I don't even think it necessarily needs to be a trigger word. It might even just be a point of view.
No. But
it might even be, but as long as they say it messes with, I guess, their code of ethics.
That's not
whatever their code of ethics is.
But like, for me, let's say, responding to something, Probably not. But
Right.
let's say like maybe a clip you probably made, and then if I'm to post it,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I want to say so far I haven't seen anything like that. Because this is like new information to me, and I don't know if who else might be listening,
Right.
might even know that and stuff, whatever, too, right? Because I remember seeing like a lot of posts and stuff, and this is again the COVID time and stuff, whatever, when it was heavy, like they would say like this information is falsified or something is not
Right,
true
right,
about
right.
this and everything. So I'm looking like, hello, we got warnings for videos and shit now?
Yeah.
And it just threw me off, right? But like to say like I'm gonna send a message and be like, are you sure you want to send this? Send to the transformer. Dog. You gotta give a fuck. But for me, let me see. For me this week was epic.
Okay.
So after I left recording, went to go to the Vibes Cartel concert,
Oh yes.
and it was a moment. And I say it was a moment like you had to be there, because I look at it and stuff as where, like, let me paint a scene for you.
Paint the scene. Paint the scene.
Drake's birthday weekend.
Okay. Okay.
Jays are in the World Series.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ward Balls coming. First time in Canada.
First time in Canada.
First show.
First show.
And I was like, this is dope. He had a jersey on.
Right.
That said, World Boss and stuff and everything with the Blue Jays. He didn't even know what it said on the back till he turned around halfway in the show. He's like, we there. Is there World Boss on the back? Yes, Drizzy. And I was like, it was hilarious and stuff. It was a moment because Vibes is a character.
Right. Yeah.
And my peoples and stuff around me, they were like, oh, not a lot of like, they were looking at the Caucasians, which was the meanest thing in the world. Cause I feel like there's some Caucasians know more dancehall songs than I do.
Right, yeah.
Right. And they were looking at Caucasians and shit like that. Like, they're not singing the songs. They're not real Vibes fans and stuff, whatever. So I said, let me tell you something. I got a free ticket to come out here tonight.
Right.
And I came here for Clark's.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I ain't wearing no damn Clark's.
You're right.
But the Jamaican in me told me I had to put on some white pants.
Right.
And go through.
And go through.
And when Clark's started,
yeah,
the Scotia Bank Arena vibrated. I hear, boom, 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 boom. Where you get the new Clark's, you daddy? The place erupted. And I told the people who were with me, I was like, I told you they came for Clark's. Just like me.
Yeah.
They came for Clark's. So don't hate because we don't,
Yeah.
the pussy tight like a tweezer, they don't know all those Vibes songs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
They came for Clark's. And Clark's blew up the damn building.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, and we got a free Drake concert and stuff, whatever,
and a free
too.
Drake concert.
The Thursday show got spice. The Monday show got sauce. They didn't get shit. He didn't even have a Blue Jays jersey on. He just had a hoodie on.
He just came through. Yo,
I told one of my people, they're like, fuck you, man. The Sunday show was for old people. I was like, wow. They were younger. I was like, because all the younger folk and stuff at my job,
right?
And let's say the 30 unders,
yeah,
they went for the Monday show.
They went on the Monday show.
For some reason, I'm looking like, but Sway, you work.
Yeah.
I was like, they're like, no, we still going and stuff. And then come the Tuesday morning, all them look like zombies.
Of course.
I'm like, how's the show? I got photos, but I'm tired. I was like, all right. I'm like, well, I can't do that no more.
No.
Have to nap for these events now. I'm old.
Right. We understand our time.
Yeah, that was a moment and stuff as well. I think like I love seeing my peoples and stuff and connecting with my peoples. And
you're right. Yeah. It's dope.
And everything, just beatboxing with them, seeing what the world looks like and stuff. It's the sweetest thing in the world is when I talk to two of my friends.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm doing this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. Because I'm like, how's your mental health? How are you?
Right.
And when I'm playing catch up and stuff, they're like, if I want, and it was so beautiful. They said, if I really want to know how are you or what's going on with you, I just have to listen to your podcast.
Just listen to the podcast. Just tune in.
And I said, God bless you.
Yeah.
So then it was kind of like more of them, and then we got to a lot of the other fuckery things.
Yeah.
But there was other things like around the podcast they wanted to talk about.
Right.
Because even like, I went to a watch party and stuff, whatever, for the Jays last night and stuff, whatever. Some people weren't too fond of some words you said.
I created some static.
I just want to put that out there.
I created some static.
It was from one of the old clips about the vibrating cock ring. So I had took that one,
Right.
threw it in my story and stuff
Right,
like that,
right,
whatever, right? And I was like, you know what? This one, I don't think this one. I always feel like that episode itself needs a little bit love, a little bit more love. But that one clip was one of my favorite, my recent and favorite clips and stuff, whatever. So the person now, they hit me and they're like, "Oh, are you going to the watch party?" So I was like, yeah. I'll come and stuff like that, whatever, you know. They're like, I bet. So I was like,
the
why?
hard bet.
Yeah, I bet. So I was like, everything good? Yeah. Just tell me what kind of wings you want and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Place an order for the wings. Meanwhile, you're on your way and stuff, whatever. So I'm like, lemon pepper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When I get there, it was kind of like the women were in one area. They're like, yo, come with me. Walk with me. And it's like two more. Like, so it's like four of us.
Right.
And he's like, yo, Doug, you're bridging with this vibrating cock ring story and stuff, whatever. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, smooth. They're like, so other ones like, what? No, I gotta listen for that episode and stuff, whatever, right? So I was looking like, so then homie, my boy, shout out to Fabian. Fabian's like, he wants to wear the cock ring the other way. So Tweedledum, I'm looking like, what other way? And everything. I was like, hello, do you have a vibrating clitoral part? He wants to move on his butt. He's like, and if he's like, so you can give a Hummer that, a Hummer on his balls. So I was like, whoa, is that a pause or is that a? It seems like an experiment. Yeah. So you had the room perplexed. I was like, this guy smooth is out of pocket. But yeah. That was a time. We will. On the Monday, Tuesday, I will post the clip again in the stories and stuff for there so you can see it in the stories. But yes, you do to get an episode some love and stuff if you see the clip and everything like that. But it's always good retouching base and stuff with like I said, like so many of the peoples and stuff, whatever.
Nice.
Just to kind of see where everybody's ideology and how they feel about the world. Talked about entertainment and the sports and stuff like that. How is it distraction to a lot of shit, especially like now we have the tariffs and stuff, whatever. The tariff wars have officially begun and everything. So, yes, people are kind of worried and stuff and everything, but it's just more the distraction of the Jays game, of the World Series game.
Yeah.
They kind of just put that to the side, but then they're like, fuck, Jays in the win. Now we're back to a harsh reality and stuff, whatever. Come Monday, nothing positive to look for. I was like, damn. I was like, your kids, they look lovely. Everybody's growing up, you know?
Everybody's good. We still got life.
He's like, nah, it's a different landscape and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Get it, man.
But yeah, man, this week was a good damn week.
Good.
Great week.
Good stuff.
Ready to cook with the polls?
I'm ready.
All right. So first poll of the week was, do people need pornography? We discussed this on last episode.
Right.
And everything. And 64% said no.
64% said no.
They said no.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Are you in agreement with that and stuff? I feel like I think they didn't really think too deep into the question.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, because there was a comment and stuff somewhere along the lines and stuff saying about these people need Jesus, not porn, whatever, right? So I was like, I'm just gonna heart that. Just gonna leave that alone. But yeah, okay. It was like, I'm still on the yes side.
Right.
I'm still on the yes side of stuff. I understand fully what you don't like. I want to say this. I don't believe too many people actually need porn to kind of survive, but I feel like it's a outlet for something else. Like I remember one homie said this a long time ago, and I kind of just thought about it. He's like, a lot of women who are into drama shit like soap operas and reality shows.
Right.
Because they like to see somebody else's drama.
Right.
If their life has enough drama or enough shit going on, they don't give a fuck about that. You're watching something because you're not getting that.
Right.
So if you're getting sex, do you really need to watch people having sex? Right?
Right.
And then it all depends on the individual and stuff. Because I look at it stuff as where, there's I heard like this major, like a lot of people are in like sexless marriages or sexless relationships and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I can kind of understand that dynamic and stuff, whatever. But to the forefront, I don't believe like those. I speak for the men. I don't believe if they were heavy advent porn watchers, they're there to notify their wives and stuff. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just down in the shed watching the porno.
Right.
Like, I don't believe that's happening.
Yeah.
So if it's on a whole public level, no. People don't need no pornography. On like a public level, the man's like, I need to see some cheeks at least 5 times a day.
At least 5 times a day.
And he'd be like, you need therapy, my guy.
He got a cheek feed.
You got a cheek feed. But yeah, that was that first poll. On to the second. Second was, would you get cosmetic surgery? And what do you think the people put?
I'm gonna say they lied and said no.
56% said yes.
56% said yes.
Yes. Talk about it, Smooth. Would you get plastic surgery?
No.
That's good. That's good.
No,
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
I thought. See, when I posted, I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good going gracefully old. Now, if science and AI comes up with some form of wonder drug where I don't have to do any type of surgery at all, then I might consider. But as far as cutting myself to achieve a look,
pretty hurts.
Yeah.
In the words of Beyonce.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I do not believe I need cosmetic surgery or I would want cosmetic surgery. Let's say with the want aspect and stuff, whatever. But I do understand where, let's say, certain things are new to people when it comes to aging.
Okay.
Right? And age gracefully is a hell of a thing and stuff, whatever, right? I have a homeboy. I'm not gonna expose him. I have a homeboy. He don't want to see no grays.
Okay.
No grays. He's older than me. He don't want to see no grays.
Yeah.
He on a quest to pluck.
He's either plucking or he's just for gray.
Because like with me, like he's looking at me and shit like that, and he's like, "Yo, your hair and stuff, whatever." He's like, "Where the fuck is your gray hair?" So I'm like, "You have a vitamin deficiency. That's why you have so many grays."
Right.
So he's like, "That's impossible." Whatever, right? So I was like, well, zinc is high up there and stuff, whatever, and everything. I'm like, I pop zinc every day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's kind of rare for my hair to, with all the zinc and stuff for there. So he's like, finally, I can stop plucking some shit now. I probably got to take zinc for a full month, then I can stop. I said, one more time. So I didn't know he was gray till we having this conversation and stuff, whatever, right? And when the man was telling me and stuff, and I was like, he's like, you stared at some stuff with her before. So I'm like, yeah, at one time and stuff, I think I stared at like, like a thinning hair area and stuff like in my head. But I'm like, nothing for me to say like, yeah, but he's like, the fact you're staring, the thought, not the full confirmation of it,
right?
But the thought and stuff is there, whatever. So I'm like, it's more of a situation like how far I've come. I done did a lot of shit with my hair.
Right.
So if my hair and stuff, it doesn't come back to whatever the fuck it was and stuff, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
I told you I had a Jerry Curl Chronicles, Braid Chronicles.
I
had kits, color.
Yeah.
The
scalp is a very tough area.
Exactly.
The type of stuff that we put our scalp
exactly.
So
that's how I look at this stuff. I was like, yo, like I get it. I made peace with it, whatever. He's like, you're not trying to Jalen Brown this shit now, whatever. So I'm looking like, nah, I'm good. And then at the same time and stuff, and I think like his wifey jumped in the conversation and stuff, whatever. And she's like, men are liars. Not less if they get this phrase that happens to them. Your dick is too big to go in my vagina. She's like, if the guy never got an entry statement like that before sex started, he thought about a bigger dick. That's cosmetic surgery. I don't make these rules up. I just repeat them. So what do you think of bigger dick?
No, I'm happily fine with my...
There's a guy listening to this like, well,
an extension or two.
Yo, it's crazy. And I was like, nah, man, I don't believe all cosmetic surgery stuff like falls onto women.
Yeah.
I do believe that guys are now different levels. Shout out to what's his name, Bando Kevo
Oh, with the
with the
abs?
six pack,
Yeah.
with the abs and stuff like that. Whatever. I look at it as where if you can't tell nobody what to do with their money. Eventually, whatever happens to them is what happens to them. Because I always look at it as like always know for a fact when you're playing with the body, you're kind of playing with God.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is what God gave you, and now you're taking this away. And then there's women who need breast reduction, who've done breast reduction. Like, that's not fair. No, God giving you a gift. There's a flat-chested woman out there somewhere wishing she had at least a cup to spare from you. What did you do? You took the gift from God, and then you said, God, I smite you. I'm going to do a breast reduction because my back, instead of you working out, to strengthen your back muscles, to strengthen yourself from the gift that God gave you, no problem. They will come.
You divide the room.
Oh,
Just
let me
divide the
pose.
room.
Which camera? I'm ready.
But you raise a very good point. So, and because I think I'm not against cosmetic surgery.
No, you
if
shouldn't be.
it's well, for me, I believe that you should be able to grow old gracefully and accept and accept things, right?
Right.
But like, if it's a situation where you had is it mastectomy? Yeah, you know what I mean, and you know you're now subconscious.
That's a preserved
like
life.
Yeah,
But I look at it stuff as where something like that I don't consider cosmetic.
Right.
Because I look at it stuff as where the preservation of life should be like utmost importance.
Right.
Of a person, right? Like when they were talking about like, if a pregnant mother's going through some chronicles and stuff, whatever, do you don't kill the baby and stuff in this type of place and, you let the mother live and stuff, but the mother has the baby, she might be in risk and stuff for her life. Life preservation is the utmost and stuff, whatever, especially. So I look at it stuff as where cancers spread and they will cut a person's life short.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah.
That is not cosmetic.
No, I mean like after, like, she want to go replace the breast. Like I have no problem with that.
That one, I have zero problems with that, whatever, right? Because love the skin you're in.
Yeah.
And if you're not comfortable, like whoever has an issue with stuff with me about cosmetics, I'm just joking with you, but I look at it stuff as where you should definitely feel comfortable in your own skin. When you don't feel comfortable and stuff in your own skin, look within first before you get to the knife.
Right.
And I look at it as stuff as where I've met one woman that's had a double mastectomy, right?
Okay.
I know a few people, my aunt had breast cancer. I know a few people and stuff with breast cancer, right? One of my homies and stuff, whatever, too. The woman with the double mastectomy, I did not see.
Okay.
But then we're having a conversation and stuff, whatever, like a few times and stuff, because I know her, right?
Right.
And with her, she was saying that to get naked in front of a man again was the hardest thing in the world for her.
Right.
Right. But she has the right man by her side, right? So she's like, with the right man, she's like, I'm a cancer survivor. Like she met him after.
Yeah.
I'm a cancer survivor, can't have kids because of the chemotherapy and everything like that and all the above. And he looked at her and stuff and he's like, yo, tits are fun. I get it. But I'm looking like, you're a whole awesome person.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, if I'm just gonna have to miss some breasts and everything like that, no. But she's my homegirl. She's homie.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, I told him and stuff, if we're gonna be officially together, I'll treat him to a strip club and stuff, whatever, so he can look at titties and stuff. I was like, and this is why you'll never fail in life.
Right.
Shout out to Serena, man.
Yeah, I mean,
when I look at this stuff, it's like, when, again, as real as it is for a person, love the skin you're in. If you're not, for those circumstances and stuff, it was to preserve your life, by all means. By all means. But if you're saying out here and stuff, you're like, I'm gonna try another gender, and that's cosmetic. Right? Because it's not something to preserve your life. That's that. That's the statement. They will come. They will come. Who's they, you ask? Stay tuned. All right. Let's cook, man.
All right.
Did you see the Baltimore police officer that tried to run over the black man?
Yeah, what was that? That is just crazy. Is this the was that part of the ice capade? That's what I'm calling it. The ice capades. that's what I'm calling it now, yo. The ice capades, yo. Is this part of the ice capades?
I like these ice capades words you speak of. No, it was so apparently the story that I was given and stuff from the news outlets was that the cop saw them in another area.
Right.
Saw the black men in another area and stuff, and he said, "You guys can't be here. Disperse. Keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Whatever." Right. So they did.
Yeah.
Right. They dispersed because they were on more of a I want to say like a plaza with some storefronts and everything
Right,
like that.
right.
Whatever. Okay. Cool.
Right.
As you've seen from the video, they're no longer in that area.
Yeah.
He just happened to follow them, and then they stopped in that vicinity and stuff, whatever. And they're like, "You guys need to disperse." He's like, "We ain't doing nothing. You told us to move. We moved.
Yeah.
What's the problem?" So then that's when he's like, "Well, I guess I'll make you guys move." Because the body cam video still hasn't dropped yet. Right? Because either he clipped his body cam video off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they're not releasing it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like, I feel like, yes, he might have turned it off, but I'm looking like, how is that a no bueno or like a good job to the police already?
Yeah.
This is before the statement was made, right?
Yeah.
Boom, you see him trying to run over the black guy and everything, right? And the black man. And I was looking at stuff, I was like, he chased, double backed, and chased and double back, right? My question to you is, will black men ever be cool with the police?
Nah.
Why?
I don't think there's enough of us going into the field, and I think you're absolutely correct when you say it's something that has to be changed from within. So, and until we decide that it's an institution that's not gonna go away, so we need to infiltrate it, we're gonna have these issues.
Okay, so my rebuttal will be Tyree Nichols in Memphis, killed by the 5 black police officers. Isn't 5 enough from like even just even have a little mini squadron to kind of be within, when the fact that, again, said black man was killed by other black men?
Yeah, but I mean that it's 5, right? We're talking 5 in one state where we're dealing with a nationwide problem. So if we're dealing with a nationwide problem, we're gonna have to have more than 5 in each state.
Yeah, but that I disagree. Memphis has way more than that with
Right.
black police officers. But I look at it stuff as where there's something where it's just a badge. There's something about the badge in Babylon or pigs and something where we were taught as a culture it doesn't mix. Because I remember like there was the FBI agent, I think somewhere in Texas or something like that, and he was just sitting there.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but he was having a smoke.
Right.
2 crooked cops come up to him and stuff, whatever, and start harassing him.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's going on? So somebody else was recording and stuff, whatever, right? He's like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm sitting right here, having my cigarette.
Yeah.
Right? And then they started harassing me and stuff. And he's like, no one told me to move.
Right.
He's like, you guys are crooked. So they're like, what, they're going to detain him and everything. So he started laughing.
Yeah.
And then he dropped the cigarette. He's like, keep recording. Keep recording. He told me, like, keep recording and stuff. Wait till you see how stupid they look when they go for my ID.
Right.
And when they went for his ID, they found out he was an FBI agent.
Right.
And he's like, you dumb motherfuckers are cooked. Right? And they're like, oh, well, we didn't know. And he's like, no, the recording caught you guys. I was doing nothing.
Right.
You're harassing. There's something about the badge, right?
Yeah.
I look at this stuff as where this black man, before he became an FBI agent and stuff, whatever, was probably privy to the same kind of rules we were privy as younger from our demographics and stuff, right?
Right.
I grew up in America. There's not a fond and lot of love from like the blacks and stuff, whatever, from like impoverished neighborhoods.
Right.
For the badge.
Right. Right.
Right? And I come from a Jamaican background where Bana Babylon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything within, I want to say, for 40 years since I've been alive to say, you know what? The black people and stuff, or the black men, could at least like give them a shot. Like I look at it stuff as where I have a homie who's a police officer,
Yeah.
and I look at it stuff as where I knew him before he was cop.
Right. Right.
If I met him and stuff as straight on cop, I don't believe we can be friends. It's because I look at it stuff as where I'm down to sit down and have a conversation with anybody, open-minded and all. But I look at it as stuff as where there's something where a tone has been set and I can't get a level of comfortability.
Right.
And I look at it as stuff as even if I sat down with a therapist and asked them about it, whatever, I'm going to still let them be known like, hey, I'm not the only one with this issue. What do you think needs to be done? They're going to say it's a me thing and stuff for that. But I'm looking like, I can just be chilling.
Yeah.
And just know for a fact that once your police and stuff, whatever is coming and everything like that, your blood rolls different.
Yeah.
The tone changes and stuff like that, whatever. No one said the cops are coming to beat black people. The cops are even coming to give free TVs and play PlayStation 5s. Why?
No, yeah. I think we're always going to be skeptical of the popo.
Of the popo.
Even more so. And I think, I really hate the ones who are our own but feel like they need to try and prove a point.
The illest thing I saw, I can agree with you.
Yeah.
But I've heard something that kind of just maybe quelled that fire. One day I was watching, what is this show? I think it used to come on TV, NYPD Blue.
Yeah.
Right? And there was 2 black cops in this scene, right? And I don't know if anybody else knows the scene and stuff, whatever, or watched the show like that, but there was 2 black cops. So say one black cop, he was going through some other kind of shit, and the other black cop was his superior.
Right.
Right? And the one going through the shit looked at the superior and stuff. He's like, yo, I'm a black man first.
Yeah.
Right? The superior said to him and stuff, he said, every stage in your life, you grow and you change.
Right.
He's like, I will always be a black man, but I was a black man with no job in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then I was a black man who tried to do something with himself. And then that didn't work out. Then I was this kind of black man till I became police chief black man.
Right.
Whatever job or whatever position I'm walking in the world, I'm that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a black man after the badge.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, when I saw that scene and I thought about it, I was like, there's a lot of them that feel like that.
Right. Right.
And I can't tell nobody how to feel. So I look at this stuff as like, again, that still makes me uncomfortable to know for a fact you put this before race, because when they pluck that out of your hand, you're still seen as this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I said, I can never find the peace. So I've learned to make peace of stuff and say to myself, whatever, I don't feel like that demographic might be my people's. That's just it. Like I look at it stuff like we can have conversations, gentlemen, or lady, all the above, have respectful conversations. Be like, yeah, we should kick it and everything. I'm good, sir.
What if it wasn't a street beat cop, but somebody who was more of a detective or undercover role?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I think that like military people, like armed forces.
Yeah.
Come on. Soldiers move a little different to me.
Yeah.
Because and I look at it stuff as where there's more of a situation as a soldier just in my mind.
Yeah.
Where like, we're going to say, fuck your race, fuck what you're about. We came from the same country or we came from the same side and we need to protect each other from that. Like, brothers in arms.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not saying the cops and stuff don't have those type of situations.
No, we're not saying that.
But I look at it stuff as like the frequency of like, let's say a shootout with like this person and that person and stuff, to see the camaraderie with cops. But like, yo, we all need to go home for dinner and make it out here alive. So we need to clap back this way.
Right.
It doesn't happen that often.
Right.
Because you hear internal affairs always cooking up, chasing after other people. So that don't sound like brother in arms if other cops are hunting other cops.
Yeah.
Right? So that's just, again, I haven't seen anything and stuff on that side to even convince me throughout the course of my years and stuff of living on this God's green earth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm willing for my mind to be changed. And I'm open-minded for it. But I look at it stuff as like, show me a piece of evidence to make me not feel like I'm crazy.
Yeah, a street beat cop, for me, I would probably say no also.
Mhm.
But I think like a
Detective
like
will-
a detective,
Or like an undercover vice type of person.
yeah, someone who's kind of just removed from that, because I think once they enter in like that type of arena, that whole world is so different.
I even feel like, but I even feel like that world would be even more kind of corrupted to me than even the beat cop.
No, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be corruptive, but I'm saying it's so like so much of other shit. Like, I'm pretty sure there's racial issues there, but I don't think it's as prevalent as it is with the beat cops. With the beat cops, they to me, they ain't got nothing else to do than to watch beat and just be like some racist bunch of assholes.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like the detective aspect and stuff, whatever, right? Because certain people and stuff, like biases is a hell of a thing. Like I remember I had a conversation with somebody and stuff that I work with and stuff, and the man told me and stuff that like set other manager told him bad things about me.
Right.
And when he sat down and stuff and kick it with me, he's like, yo, if anybody's I'm gonna be a friend with, it'd be you. And he's like, he told me like all the things this person would say and stuff, whatever. Like, oh, Marvin is this, he thinks he knows this and that, whatever. And they're like, yo, I was sold on a false pretense and stuff, whatever, on you and everything like that. And I'm like, cool. I could be sold on a false pretense and stuff of a detective, but I know for a fact that like, is it Todd Bayless? The Todd Bayless story with the police,
Yeah.
where his partner is that killed him, and both of them were in Vice, or they were both detectives.
No, they're street beat.
They were street beat. They were street beat.
Yeah.
And like no, but then I think something about the partner didn't get caught till like later.
Till later.
That's why they named the street after Todd Bayless and stuff like that. And the story came out, whatever. And I was like, yo, boss, I've heard partner was, moving some boom.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at them like, and if they were beat cops, they still crooked in this bitch. So I look at it, and then he became vice after. So I'm looking like, what's you saying?
That whole situation was just, yeah.
They be like, who's Todd Bayless? Look it up. There's some homework for you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking like, I haven't seen anything. I'm willing for my mind to be changed, because I look at this stuff as where one of the things I dislike to do, and I think one time out on one of the episodes on the podcast we spoke about it, whatever, like I even got kind of emotional about it. It's like to have that police talk with my son, with my black son.
Right.
Like I was born way after Martin Luther King died, whatever, right? Some of that shit should have kind of quelled the fuck down. It didn't. Okay, now the reality and stuff is now 40 years now from after I was born and stuff, I still have to have this conversation with my son and be like, this is what you shouldn't do around the police.
Right.
You should try to remain calm and all the above. And then he might have like some non-black friends be like, but Tyler said this to the police officer. I was just saying this. Then he slammed me on the car. How's the conversation? Like, what kind of conversation do you have to your kids about the police and stuff? Like even like of recent.
I just tell them, man, just try to follow what's being said to you to the exact T. Don't make no sudden movements and just come home safe, man.
I'm about to say, but your kids have like attitude, and I look at it stuff as like it's not even a them, it's more of a Gen Z vibe.
It's
a Gen Z vibe.
It's totally a Gen Z vibe.
Because it's kind of like I told these kids, you can't park there. No motherfucker just looked at me like sorry. It's just like got in the car and they finally moved the damn car and stuff, whatever, right? I'm like, fuck is this? Much as an angry cop or ignorant cop?
Listen, I said I'm gonna tell them. I didn't say they're gonna listen to me all the way through. But I'm going to tell them. This is what I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you're in a situation like that because I ain't trying to pull nobody's strings or no cards. You're right, officer. do you have the upper hand in this particular moment? I will let you be who you need to be. I want to go home safe and sound to my family. I want to make it home. So if I gotta humble myself with a big piece of humble pie with a small tiny fork and keep feeding myself this while you chat your shit, I'm willing to do that. So you gotta let people know that sometimes you gotta live to fight another day. You can't fight where it's not gonna be.
We know that now. No, what I'm saying, we as older demographic know that.
Yeah, we as older, yeah.
Like some of the younger demographic and stuff like that, I look at it stuff as where I think it's just like right now, like in the now, like let's just say like, walk away today, get satisfaction for, tomorrow.
Right.
They don't know that. They're like, no, it's a right now thing. I need to prove that this.
It's on site.
Well, not even on site, but I just look at it stuff as like, yo, you can't tell me I didn't do anything. Cause I seen like a situation one time where school kids were leaving somewhere and the police officer was talking to one dude. He's like, why do you got your face covered up? Do you have COVID?
Right.
Whatever, right? He's like, yo, you can't talk to me like that, yo. And I was looking like,
yeah, I was like,
watch they snatch this kid up and put him in cuffs. And what do? They put the kid in cuffs. I was looking like, what have we learned?
I think I mouthed off a couple times with a police officer when I was a youth. When I was a youth.
A youth.
When I was a youth.
A youth. Oh, you savage youth. It's built different. That's why. It's just again, like I said, and change my mind. Any police officer that's hearing this conversation and stuff.
No, it's an interesting dynamic to even hear that, because dude, we know he's a really good dude. So to say that if he was a cop before you knew him, that you probably wouldn't know him.
My stigma will put it off.
It's crazy.
That's my stigma will put it off because I look at it stuff as where, let's say this. We've had a lot of movies and stuff of aliens, right? Like aliens that come in to destroy Earth.
Right.
How many flicks do we have of aliens kind of making peace? Like E.T. is like of a small population.
It's a small population.
Right? The rest of them are coming to take this bitch over.
Right.
Right? You're out for a walk one night, whatever. You see something shiny. You see Kleborg coming out his spaceship and shit like that, whatever. Your first thing is be like, hey, are you all right? All the propaganda that we were fed and stuff, whatever. You have to now fight against that at this moment and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
To kind of know for a fact that you might not be able to communicate with this thing, but this thing might not mean you no harm.
No, it might mean, yeah, exactly.
It might not mean you no harm.
Right.
Whatever, right? But then what are you going to do? You're still going to go dap it because you're like, it's not going to mean me any harm. You're going to be like, yo, Kleborg, stay back. And what if Kleborg has like a fast kind of movement towards you? You're taking off running. Kleborg's like, no, I want to play. And you're like, you know that Boston Dynamic, like that Robo Hound? Yo, dog, I'll piss myself if I see that shit coming towards me.
Right.
So I look at it stuff, it's like just that giddy up, whatever. I'm like, Kleborg, I'm out. And I just start running.
I'm out.
And then Kleborg's looking like, no, I just want to touch you. And once I feel a tentacle, I know I'm dead.
You did.
I'm just let it go. I'm gonna just let it go. But again, it's the stuff that we were fed. And it's so hard to kind of go against it.
It is.
You have to look at it and take everything as like a minute type of level. Like this is one off, or this might be different from what you know. But then, what if they fit the stereotype?
Man, it's bro, you talking right now? Because I remember when I was working at Chrysler.
Yeah,
and I was on the line. I was working the door panel line, putting on the doors on the car.
Okay.
So I was on the passenger side, and this other dude that I was working with across from me on the driver's side, putting on the driver's side door.
Okay. So you're on passenger side, he's on driver's side.
Yes.
All right.
And conversated back and forth. Real cool guy. He trained me on some of the stuff and so forth like that. About 3 months in, he was letting me know that he may get accepted to I think it was either police academy or some sort of training, right? I was like, oh, okay. right? And I'm like, this is like 3 months in, right? So like he's talking, he's like, yeah, this is like maybe I think this was like either his second or third time. Yeah, I think he like failed attempting. It's
Okay.
like he failed like the first
Okay.
two or first, well, one or two times. I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, but he goes like, but he got through. So now I think he was more in like the north part of the city. So probably like I think he lived in Caledon, out in that area. So I think they were now trying to decide on where they were gonna station him to do whatever type of after he does his training, wherever they're gonna station him, so forth like that.
Mhm.
But can I tell you from the time this dude told me that he went and did his training and he got accepted, my whole vibe changed from this
Of
dude.
course.
And it's
Of course.
and it's exactly what you're saying. It's like all these things now start coming to my head. It's like, yo, have I been reading dude differently? Like, is now I'm looking for tendencies. Now I'm looking in his movements to see the like, yo, if you're a cop, like there's got to be some cop like tendencies that I'm seeing that in you that I didn't see before. But now my eyes are open to it. My guard is up because this is the type of person that you're telling me you're striving to be.
And there's nothing wrong with being a police officer.
There's nothing wrong with
nothing
it.
wrong with being a police.
But it's that trauma that we speak of.
It's that trauma. Like the trauma, the thing and stuff is that to me, and I might sound like an entitled prick, they never really, as a collective, apologize for the trauma.
No.
Or like I look at it stuff, if you're gonna give some kind of, let's say, apology or like, we're sorry or we're not all like this and stuff, whatever. Do something and stuff, whatever, to kind of like make amends that I can understand. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like they're like, well, we do food drives or some shit like that, whatever, to a place, whatever. I'm like, well, let's not do a food drive, because if you guys have all these type of things and stuff, whatever, maybe you guys should do like, I want to say more community service shit, like put on events.
Right.
Put on events and stuff, whatever, because, less fortunate people don't have shit. There's some cops and stuff, whatever, no shade. I'm not pocket watching. They make decent money.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, if you have like a little collective thing and stuff amongst you guys to be like, yo, we're putting on like we're here in a community fair or some shit like that, whatever, and everything is like, for something to be like, yo, we're not only just gonna give you food, but we're gonna let you know when stuff like, yo, we're regular people that's like to have fun too.
Right.
We're ready to get like, I don't know, throw an apple at the, like throw a ball at the thing, to dunk a cop in the water. You know which niggas I know will sign up for that?
Yo, back in the day, they used to have a basketball team that would go around and play like the high school, like the basketball teams. And I'm like, yo, why do you stop that?
Exactly. Because they don't give a fuck. And that's what has been showing me and stuff throughout the course of like decades and stuff like that. Because I'm like, I've heard stuff like that, right? Like, it's not like I'm gunning for the police in this episode or nothing like that, whatever. But I've been seeing this throughout the course of like the decades. Like, changed my mind.
Right.
I'm looking at myself, I'm like, there's so many police officers and stuff, whatever. Like, I can't speak about everywhere because, like, I remember I heard a police officer lady who was doing an OnlyFans, or she was moonlighting with OnlyFans, and I was looking like, no, like we can crack the jokes now.
The Little Wayne Mrs. Officer song.
Okay, crack the joke. Yeah. We'll have the joke. We'll always make time for these jokes.
Right.
But I look at it stuff, I was like, is your income that bad for you to have to do this, or you really want to do this?
Yeah.
Right. And then again, it goes back to the pornography type of shit and stuff again.
I was about to say, I thought you were going to say, it goes back to that one lady cop who smashed the 6 black cops.
Even her. No. Girls just want to have fun. She's just a girl. That's the slogan I've been hearing. Anytime women don't hold themselves accountable, right. I'm just a girl. She's just a girl. But I look at this stuff, I was like, damn, her income might be kind of built different for her to moonlight and do some other shit like that. But for the most part of stuff, whatever, they pretty much make a good amount of pay for the demographic. And I'm like, again, I'm not pocket watching the stuff for that, but I'm looking like, I feel like, how do you catch, what is it? You catch more ants with honey than you do with vinegar.
Right.
Where's the honey?
Yeah.
They're not even giving us or even attempting any honey and stuff like that, whatever.
No.
But they're quick. If a situation pops up, fuck up, open the door, it's the cops.
Yeah.
Vinegar. Look at the lady who got shot in her house and stuff, she threw hot water on them and stuff like that, whatever, right? Vinegar. Come in with the honey.
I mean, we always said it's less of a reaction and more proaction.
Yeah, man. So I just, like I said, I'm not gunning for them and stuff, whatever. And like, you do your jobs and all the above, but like, yo, you guys, the badge, come with more honey, though. That's all I'm gonna say. And I had this conversation with homeboy, who are peoples and stuff like that, whatever, right? And I said it to him and stuff one time, and he's like, he took a deep breath, doozy. He's like, and he spoke about like, I guess, his region.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, for the most part, his region doesn't do shit like that.
Right.
So like, he's like, no, they don't care to do that, whatever. It's more the black leaders or the black people of the region that should be doing things, and they're willing to shake hands and join forces with them.
Does he talk to you about the racial tensions at work?
Yes, he does. But he can't speak about them and stuff like that, whatever, because he's still on the badge.
Right.
They will gun for him again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Like I said, the soldiers protect each other.
Yeah.
For the man speaking about injustice, they will gun for him. They will want his job to be eliminated. They will make his job a living hell.
Yeah.
The landscape, I told you, change my mind. Change my mind.
No, because, and the reason why I say that is because, and again, going back to me saying, it sucks because, I see some of them who are like us, who are going hard for the man, and again, not remembering that they're like us. But now I'm thinking about it. Is it just that the sickness of the atmosphere that slowly eats away at them and takes away that humanity part?
Maybe. And let's not discredit that, right?
Yeah.
I want to say,
because I would hate for that to happen. So.
True, but you don't want to give. I want to say, don't give anybody that kind of sovereignty or power over you to change how you feel, whatever, right? But then again, like think about it, and I never forget like how in a separate conversation, my barber said this one day. One of my old barbers, he's like, when he first came to Canada, he got on the bus because when he first was in Grenada, he would greet everybody he got on the bus and saw.
Yeah,
and when he got here, he did that. He looked like a lunatic.
Yeah.
He has to adjust to his new surroundings.
Yeah.
If you're used to saying, I'm going to be a good guy fully, and the whole police force is crooked, you probably have to adjust to your surroundings or you're not going to make it.
Yeah, because I'm like, which little boy says, I'm going to grow up to be a crooked cop?
Says no kid ever. Well, probably Marv. Probably Marv. Just those Marv things. I'm just a Marv. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. Like I said, I'm happy. Any cop can comment and come holler at me and stuff. And we can have a conversation, change my mind and stuff like that, whatever. But I know a lot of the cops that you see even on podcast landscapes and stuff like that, they're not active.
No.
The ones that speak about the corruption, they're not active.
Right.
They're looking and they let you know like, oh my gosh, it was too much corruption for me to speak about at the time.
Active.
I'm not.
Active,
yeah. Once I'm retired, man, Murtaugh was our bigot. They might come in.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that part. I wanted to talk to you about the key. Gucci Mane, the rapper.
Yeah.
And his wife Keisha Kaur.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you know about them. She's Jamaican, right?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so she's yard woman and stuff, and Gucci, her and Gucci been together for time, and Gucci trusts her and everything like that, right?
Right.
There's a narrative going on. I'm gonna like Reader's Digest summarize this stuff for you. Gucci has just written a book.
Okay.
About episodes.
Okay.
Him being schizophrenic.
Okay.
Right? He's trying to promote the book.
Right.
And he's going around and stuff, whatever. He went on the Breakfast Club with Keisha Kaur.
Mm-hmm.
Right? To talk about the book and everything and stuff like that. The people said she had a moment. Let me not forget this part to tell you. She had a moment where she said that they were talking to her like, you as his wife, you have to witness these episodes and stuff. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
And she said, I'm paraphrasing, she's like, I take his phone away so social medias don't see these moments and stuff in his world and stuff, whatever, because it's not good for our brand.
Right.
Right? We need to make this bread, and these things will cut the money and stuff if they found out where these things happen. And he had like, I guess, one public kind of moment they kept mentioning and stuff like that. And I looked it up and I see it, but I look at it stuff as like, to me, it was classic Gucci Mane.
Right.
But then when you're seeing out of the eyes that this individual the whole time was schizophrenic,
yeah, you kind of
you understand it and look at it with a different lens.
Yeah.
Right. And to me, I don't believe anything she said. Like when she said she take his phone, she just like, she tell him like, yo, we're gonna battle this out until you're good.
Right.
To me, I was looking like, this is the kind of woman most men should strive for.
Right.
There's a narrative that goes on and says that she's controlling everything, and she just probably just drugging him up and just have him around, dragging him around.
Yo, people are cold.
Cold-blooded.
People are cold, yo.
Because I gave you the Reader's Digest, and you felt what I felt.
Yes, man.
You felt what I felt.
I felt like, yo,
like,
this is a good woman. This is a good woman.
And I'm not even trying to sell the dream. Like, even if they come for us, stuff right? My question to you is that if you knew that you were in a good mental wealth state, who would you trust?
If
you knew you weren't well mentally,
oh man, it has to be my wife I'm trusting.
To blows, I'm scared. Oh my gosh. Isn't this why you chose wife?
Yeah.
Sickness and health. This is a sickness moment.
For better and for worse.
This is a moment.
Yes, yeah.
I'm like, they make money more so from him and her cosmetic line and stuff like that, right? But again, it's more him as the brand name and stuff like that for both of them. Why would you allow some shit to kind of fuck up the funds? But then they try to make it seem like it's kind of like that one NFL player. If, you're at the party and stuff, and they're like, man, I should be going for practice and stuff. Like, nah, man. Yeah. You worked hard this week, man. Do a little coke. Drink a little more. Can we get more cheeks over here? Garçon, bring more cheeks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cheek feed.
Instead of doing like the quote unquote good. And I said, explain to me, I'm like, I explained to you the story and stuff like that, whatever, right? But the peoples and stuff, they have to convince me that this is not that this is a solid woman. Because the non-solid woman to me and stuff, whatever, is like, this is too much for me. I'm out. I think we'd be around each other too long because we kind of think alike.
I'm out. And the really wicked ones are trying to figure out how to get you to sign over your shit because you are no longer capable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even Gucci in this episode, right? He spoke about it and stuff. He's like, yo, I had friends, people that I thought they were friends and stuff for there. And because I was manic, like, yo, they got money, jewelry, and all these things and stuff, whatever. And then like one I kind of came kind of sane and stuff like that, whatever, because they knew I wasn't right.
Yeah.
They just take advantage of stuff like, nah, you didn't give it to me. You didn't give me the money. You didn't give me the chains and everything. Like, he's like, he lost things. And then now when you're seeing him on the public level, they're like, oh, he had all these artists and he just dropped them.
Right.
And stuff like, he keeps doing that and stuff, whatever. So I'm like, this is the episodes and stuff like that, whatever. But he's like, yeah, but partially. But when you're coming in recovery mode, and then she spoke up, she had a microphone and stuff. She's like, yo, these people don't give him enough credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
These people don't give him enough credit. And I'm like, again, good woman move. She's speaking about like, yo, because even Charlamagne's like, do you think Gucci Mane should be on like the Mount Rushmores of like even South rappers and everything like that? She's like, they never give him enough credit.
Right.
Without him, you would never know who the Migos were. Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
He brought up a lot of artists.
You did.
Right? And I was looking like, fuck. You want a woman to ride for you and stuff like that.
That's crazy though. They're like,
but yet and still they would tear down a. So now my next question to you and stuff to follow up to that, whatever, is that, again, do we dislike the black man more or do we dislike the black woman more? Because they say the black woman is the most unprotected, hated creature stuff out here.
Yeah.
But yet and still, other black people are tearing on the black woman.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So who is more disliked more? Like the black man or the black woman?
Might be the black woman, man. She might be,
It rubbed you wrong. That's why I said
that's crazy,
let's
man.
talk about it.
That's crazy though, because you would listen, man. People are dying to find a woman like that who's gonna have their back through those times, especially when those times you may be riding lonely. You may be riding lonely and have to go through it all. So you can find a good woman to help bear that load.
What? You get the world. Because I looked at stuff when I was looking at this, I was like, I had to sit down. Like I had the interview running in the background.
Yeah.
I was probably doing other things and stuff, whatever. And I'm hearing this. I was like, why wouldn't you want to strive for a woman that can have a partner? If you even like you flipping Uno reverse and stuff, why wouldn't you want to strive for that, have a partner and stuff that know for a fact that you're going through the worst of things.
The worst of things.
And you're in an inner battle with your mind.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
Because in a separate interview without him, she said he doesn't have to do nothing but just record his music. She said she'll take care of everything. She said all he has to worry about is just recording.
Listen, man, that person has to believe they're strong because they don't even know they're strong enough to handle a situation like that.
Charlamagne was asking her the same question. You're absolutely right. I looked at it as where the limitations, like some people are not built for some things, right?
Right.
Like think about like individuals and stuff who have a loved one or they're caregivers to loved ones and stuff who are not mentally well, right? And then let's say they have a quote unquote episode.
Right.
That person who had the episode and stuff, whatever, will have that moment, and then they'll probably just go back into their world until like hopefully another episode might not happen. But if it does happen and stuff, everything is like hunky dory. To the non people or to the caregivers and stuff like that, it's been like, you know, that sign in the jobs that say 0 days since last incident.
Yeah,
it's kind of like there's I want to say like a residual kind of like fear from the last moment of dealing with a person mentally at their worst.
Right.
Right. And I look at the stuff as where everybody has their limits.
Yeah.
Know your limit to play within it is a hell of a slogan.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the stuff as where this person looking like, yeah, no, I could be with other men.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah.
And I looked at it as, God bless Keisha Kaur.
I'm a clap. Clap for that woman. I'm gonna clap for that woman.
Extra clapping a little boop boop because you're Jamaican.
I'm gonna clap in the boop boop.
Yeah. So I just thought that was a goal we should all strive for.
We should.
All right, that's it. Let's police talk took some time. Let's get to the question of the week. Question of the week. What do you consider living the dream?
What do I consider living the dream?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's living the dream is a little different.
Mine is not having to work for a paycheck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you be like? Let's say you have steady income coming in, right?
Yeah. And
you're not working for a paycheck because your money's working for you.
Right.
What would you be doing? Where would you live?
I'd probably be seeing a lot of the world.
Movement now.
Yeah.
More traveling.
More traveling for sure. Well, yeah, definitely more traveling for sure. And then just like vacation homes, maybe like have like 3 vacation homes and then just 1 permanent home.
Where? You want a lot of vacation homes. I don't really want that many.
You don't want a vacation home?
Like that, not too many. Like me personally and stuff, whatever. I'm gonna have my fortress of solitude, and it's not gonna be in the country.
Right.
But yeah,
so
go ahead.
I want one in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Right.
Jamaica?
Yeah, no,
or
doesn't necessarily have to be Jamaica, but
Okay.
one in the Caribbean.
Oh,
right?
okay. So you can have shots to go to all these other.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then one somewhere on the continent of Africa,
Okay.
and then one somewhere in the continent of Europe. So that way, whenever I feel like vacationing in those spots,
Mhm.
I'm not renting. I'm not. It's my home. I'm going to my home. So I
Mm.
figure I just want like 3 vacations and then just one main base. Well, okay, this is where I stay. This is where I do most of my things.
I'm for Airbnb. Like, okay. To your thought before I give you mine, I'm more for like the Airbnb movement thing. I would like, let's say eons ago, like in the beginning of Airbnb,
Mm-hmm.
when I heard how they was like were really what the air mattresses and shit with the story with the guy with who created it and everything. I was like, I can't fuck with that. And the way how like they've changed and they come along
Yeah.
so far along, like even hell, I was looking at places and stuff. I'm like, I want to make a trip to Bali one day.
Right.
So I was looking at, I'm like, oh shit, you can Airbnb some spots. I was like, fuck, I need to go to hotels, whatever, right? And like so the Airbnb came a long way. So if I'm gonna go to like say Europe, Africa, or even like the Caribbean, I'm okay with just taking an Airbnb and stuff that keep it pushing because it feels like homely like to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know how to clean up behind myself. So
Yeah.
I'm good. Now, what I consider living the dream, to be honest, I want to say for the longest in my life, I've been fed like a different like the house picket fence and all that type of stuff
Right.
and everything. I think just living the dream in general is just straight financial freedom.
Yeah.
Because I think even conversations with you and everything about fixated on like buying this, that, and the third or property, all that type of stuff, and other people and other conversation stuff I had and everything. I'm like, you just need bread.
Yeah. That's all you need.
You just need money to do whatever the hell. And to be honest, with money in your pocket or steady money coming in, and you're not looking to cause any harm, you have the ultimate peace.
There's this couple, and I can't remember. I think it was on the radio. I was hearing about it. They're retired, right?
Okay.
And so they figured, you know what? We're on a fixed income. We're gonna figure out a way to just really make this work. So so as opposed to them getting a retirement home, what they did was
Mobile trailer?
no cruise ship. So they calculated what it would be, let's
To
say,
travel on a cruise ship.
but yeah, so they calculated their cost of living for like the next, like, let's say 5 years.
Okay.
And they figured they came up with this amount and they said, okay, what if we work a deal with the cruise ship to say, okay, from this amount of time to this amount of time, we just want this room, right? All the meals are taken care of. All the activities are taken care of. Everything that you could possibly want is all inclusive. So it's like, what the hell am I going to go live in a retirement home for?
Actually, that's a brilliant fucking idea.
Yeah. My wife and I, we'll travel the seas, go to different places. I don't gotta make my damn bed.
You ain't gotta cut the grass.
I ain't gotta do all of this shit.
You gotta plow shit. You ain't gotta nothing.
And I'm watching this, I'm like, hot damn. I said, that is brilliant.
All you need is a little change and a little idea.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I dig that. I dig that. Might have to go do some research on this couple. I saw one couple. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's on an MS or like a CNBC shit thing that I saw. But it was the couple, they both took an early retirement.
Right.
They retired, I think, they're now 50 something, but they retired in their 40s. And let's say she made, let's say about like 125K a year.
Yeah.
he made about like 90K a year, less than her and everything like that, whatever. They didn't have any kids.
Right.
And then I think like one of them had a health issue and they're like, you know what? Let's just try and live out the best parts of our life and not be stuck to like working.
Yeah.
And they did an early retirement.
Okay.
And when both of them did an early retirement, it basically, let's say, basically gave them per month, I think about, let's say, almost $9,000 to spend
Okay.
for retirement
Yeah.
shit, whatever. And they got a mobile home.
Mm-hmm.
They bought that before they retired.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah.
And a place that they can park up and stuff and do all of this and everything like that. They're like, yeah. So sometimes they might go to like a place where let's say if they're visiting family,
Yeah.
they'll know in advance they need to make it to like that side of the world.
Right.
For like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So they'll just make their travels and all the above. And I'm like, you can make it work.
You can. Yeah. I think that's so dope.
You can make it work and stuff, whatever, right? But I guess everybody's like idea of the dream.
Yeah. Picket fence. Picket fence. This is the house. Not just the house. I gotta have the picket fence to go with the house.
The dog. Okay. Let's get to the Axe of Sons.
That's the Sons.
First Axe of Sons comes from Most Dope 18. What is a skill everyone should learn before turning 30?
A skill everyone should learn before turning 30.
Speak to yourself kindly and positively. Because I think we've been doing it too much for a lot of people, and not in a bad way, but it's so used to you're giving the high fives.
Right.
But how many high fives might come back to you? Right?
Yeah.
And I look at it and stuff is where, because we don't get a lot of some people that don't get enough high fives coming back to them, they speak poorly of themselves. And even some pretty ass like models or social media influencers and everything, when the cameras go off, they might be like, oh, like if the views or the likes aren't enough high, like, you know what I'm saying? For the gratification to say like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, only 6,000 people viewed this thing, whatever. This is the quality of 100,000 like likes and only 6,000 only viewed it and stuff like that. Speak kindly and positive to yourself. Fuck the peanut gallery.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what everybody should be learning as a skill going into your 30s.
I think be very aware of your wants not being mixed up with your needs.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. That summarized a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because even you can take that verbiage and apply that to like relationships, finances,
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well said. That's dope. Next question comes from Nerdy Chick 25. What's the hardest thing you've ever had to forgive?
Nerdy Chick 35.
What's the hardest thing you have to ever forgive? I have to forgive a person for how they wronged me. And because I have interactions with said person,
Yeah.
the landscape is different. Because I want to say like everybody has a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But I choose to interact with said individual with manners and grace. Because I look at it stuff as where every time that I would see this individual, it doesn't have to be a war.
Right.
And I have my own goals and stuff, whatever. Like I always say, ain't nobody gonna let me run out of my damn job. I'm gonna leave my job when I'm ready.
Right.
Right. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm quitting because this person and stuff, whatever. I'm looking like, no, we still have a task at hand to get to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be civil. Hopefully you be civil. That violation that occurred, it's not gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Let it be known. Because I will deal with you and everything like whatever. But that was the hardest thing I had to kind of, because you still see a person frequent. I see this person more than I see you.
I want to say a similar situation with me.
Mhm.
And not the disrespect not coming directly towards me, but towards somebody I deeply cared about.
Mhm.
And I had to, I think I kind of had to just kind of remove myself from my personal feelings
Mhm.
and kind of try and put myself in that person's shoes and try to kind of see and understand
Perspectives is good.
where they're coming
Yeah.
from. And I think when I was kind of able to do that, it's not the fact that I didn't forget it, but I was able to just forgive that moment and just kind of move past it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
hard sometimes though.
Man, that was hard.
Hard sometimes.
Yeah, because I look at it stuff as where, like, and that's several situations and stuff with certain people and stuff, but like the an individual and stuff in particular,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, yo, I'm not here to make you get less money in these hard times to get you fired. And I just know for a fact that I'm not gonna allow no violations
Right.
come to me. I seen it, I called you out on it, whatever.
Just keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. Cause at the end of the day, if I need shit to get done, you're your part, and then vice versa. I
Yeah.
play a part for you to get some shit to get done. So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
Last question comes from KateFoxx.
KateFoxx.
What's the biggest lie people say during sex? Look at that. Brought some perversion after the deep ass thought.
You're the best I ever had. That's the biggest lie. That's the biggest lie I ever told during sex.
I was gonna say it happens to everyone.
It happens. That's up there too. That could be, those two could be interchangeable between 1 and 2.
This hand job feels good. I feel like I got a few exorcist tugs and stuff before. Some Linda Blair, like, yo, release me. I'm looking like, and then she'll give you a look like, you like that, huh? No. But I don't want to ruin the mood.
I've never done this before.
That's number one.
That's number one.
If this was Family Feud, that'd be bing, your number one answer. Hold it. This is my first time?
This is my first time.
Yeah.
These are all really good answers, folks.
Yeah,
These all could be number one on that board.
Bing! Yo, that's it, man. Fuck off the block. Yo. I'm good, man. I'm good. We're good. I'm good for today. You're good?
I'm good.
All right. Hit them with a little words to the wise for the week underway. So say the Sons this week says, don't let a bad place pollute your peace. So says the Sons. It kind of just ties in perfectly to what you were saying about the police officers. You know, if you're a good person and you get dumped into like the crooked, or the land of the crooked and stuff, whatever, like, you know where your peace will lie, because I don't believe in the corruption. You can think that all bad deeds don't go unpunished.
Right.
So say the Sons. Don't let a bad pace pollute your peace. We are here. We made it.
We are here.
Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And yeah, the boy in blue was talking about the boys in the blue today, but that's a different story. My blues for the Blue Jays, man.
This is it.
My black and blues for the morning that we ain't win the the series, but
It's all good.
It's
though,
all
man.
good.
It's a
all
hard
good.
fought series. It's a good,
It's a-
good run.
It's a hand clap for the city.
Go Jays,
though.
go,
Go
man.
Jays,
Go
go. Go Jays, go. Don't want to feel slighted about it. Whatever. They just got the best.
That's it.
And yes, thank you again for listening to Podical Sons. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. And remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that
Genius has its limits.
You know, our fuck shit don't stop. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all be well out there. Keep safe.
Peace and love.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.